Welcome to Weekly Kitchen Special. Today I'm sharing a very special recipe which is prepared during a festive time or during barbecue party. But I'm preparing this for my Sunday special brunch party. And as I have no time for the preparation of the marination or heavy curry, and I think this recipe fits the occasion, and this is called lamb roast. As you can see, the ingredients that I'm considering for this whole recipe is the lamb, and I'm taking the tender lamb. You can use for the tight or the aged lamb, and in that I have cleaned this and I have inserted some garlic. You can you can add cloves in it if you want. And in that, apart from that, I'm using some boiled vegetables. Now, what you want to include in a vegetable, it's completely optional. I'm using peas, beans, and carrot, and other veggies. Apart from that, to cook, I'm using 3 potatoes. It is peeled and cleaned. 2 tomatoes, 3 onions, medium size, salt and pepper, sugar, soya sauce, and apple cider. In apple cider, you can use white vinegar or a black vinegar depending upon your taste or options. But apple cider is better option because it's not synthetic, like in the case of vinegar. And apart from that, I'm using oil. Now, oil, you can go for olive oil or you can go for normal refined oil. I'm using coconut oil. And apart from that, I'm using stock. Now, this stock is from lamb bone stock, but you can go for stock like vegetable stock. If not, then you can go alcoholic options like white wine. But if you're serving this dish to your children, then it's not appropriate to go for alcoholic option. Apart from that, I'm using mint and coriander leaves. It's a bunch because I'm not going to mix it or I'm not going to serve it. It is just part of the cooking, and I'm going to remove it during the serving time. And this is basically to replace rosemary, but if you have rosemary available, you can use that. It is just to have the fragrance in the whole recipe. And so let's get started. So I'm using cooker instead of oven. And if you have an oven option, please go for it. So what I'm doing is I have added 2 to 3 tablespoons roughly oil, which is coconut oil. And in that I've added 3 tablespoons around sugar. Now this is very important part because I need to caramelize. And so I'm just waiting for it to change the color. Yeah. Okay, now it has caramelized. And I'm going to add onions, which is roughly 2 to 3 onions, medium size. So let it cook. I'm not going to cook like complete crispy golden. I'm just going to cook for another 2 to 3 minutes. So this is done. This much is okay for me, and I'm going to add 2 tomatoes and just stir it for a while and let it cook for roughly 2 minutes. So this is okay for me to go ahead and add the main ingredient, which is the mutton piece. As I said, you can add cloves if you want, but I'm avoiding it, and just I'm gonna so it's the time that we start adding the remaining ingredients. We'll start with the pepper and salt. I've taken around 1.5 teaspoon of salt and around 1 teaspoon of pepper. Of course, you can add more if you're not okay with the quantity that I'm using right now. And towards when it's finished, you can add more. Yeah. And then I'm going to use the soya sauce, which is around 2 big tablespoon of soya sauce. Yeah, and then I'm going to use around in same quantity apple cider. Yeah, and now let it just settle down. And okay, so now I'm going to add the stock, and which is roughly around 2 glasses of stock, because I'm going to give around 4 whistles, so accordingly I'm keeping the stock level. Yes, and I'm just going to put some mint and coriander leaves. As I said, it is only for the fragrance of the food, and I'm not going to serve this. And so all done, all ingredients gone in. Now let it go for 4 whistles, but if you're not very sure in the number of whistles, because depending upon the meat, which is if it's a tender meat, it will take less number of whistles, but otherwise it will take more. So but I'm going to give 4 whistles to it, and let's see how it turns out after 4 whistles. So let's check how it looks after 4 whistles. So what I've done, okay, it is somewhere to the finals, and what I've done is after 3 whistles I have put some 2 potatoes cut in half, and then I again put in whistle for another 2, and this looks cooked. So all I'm going to do is this gravy, it has to be very dried, so I'm going to keep it running the stove and let it cook for another 10-15 minutes till the time it is completely dried out. So this is how it looked, the final. All I have to do is just wait for it to cool down, and then I'm going to serve it, and let's see then.
3.
Here is the lamb roast ready to be served. Just a recap, I've used the all the veggies here. Veggies are optional. You can go for carrot, beans, peas, broccoli, and then you can have some cabbage or onion. Then I have some slice of lemon. As you see, the potatoes I have added during the preparation of lamb in the cooker after 3 whistles, so that it is boiled and cooked properly, and the juices is into the potato. And just a tip, I have used tomatoes, as you remember, the 2 tomatoes. Instead of using the tomatoes, you can go for tomato puree, because at times people do not like the skin peel while serving. So it's optional. You can try either ways. And I hope you like this video. Well, I really enjoyed preparing this, and I can't wait.
3.
And along with side dish, you can, I'm using here the mayonnaise, but you can also try for chickpeas paste, and you can try bread, bun or khabuz or chapati or paratha. Well, I'm going to use chapati because that's oil free, and yes, have some onions along with it. So please share your feedback and do subscribe for all my videos. Recipes like the previous one, which is summer special aam panna, and the garlic paste, special paste in my previous videos. Thank you so much.